I am Dr. Prasan Prabhakar. I have done my MD in medicine and I took my training in cardiology. I am working in my own hospital, that is Laxmi Hospital in Cochin, and from the last 16 years. And recently I came across a patient who was a young girl, 43-year-old, and she used to come to my OP emotionally congested, always crying because of her family problems, fights with her husband, son, total disharmony in the house. Every OP she used to come and cry in the hospital right in front of me. One fine day what happened was 3-4 months later she ended up with a heart attack, and she underwent an angiogram, and then angioplasty was done and she was put on a lot of medications. The pumping of her heart was grossly reduced and she was terribly down actually. And by that time I had already been under Yogi Ashwiniji, and somebody told her that your own doctor is teaching yoga classes. So we as a Seva, we teach free yoga classes we conduct under Guruji's guidance in Cochin. So somebody told her that her own doctor is taking class, and reluctantly she came that day. And then when she attended the class, she felt that there is a ray of hope for her. She clung on to that and started doing the practices regularly. And you will not believe, within 3 to 4 months, her complete facial complexion, her emotional problems, everything got removed, and she came under balance. No problem, nothing was affecting her. And she has not even met Guruji, she is just doing the Sanathankriya and with some charity and seva, whatever she is doing as per her capacity. So this is how powerful this is, and her medication list came down, and she was such a fragile woman, and she gained 4 to 5 kgs after doing the Kriya. So this is how powerful the Kriya is. And now her medication list is also decreased. She is now taking yoga classes along with us. She is also joined as a volunteer with the foundation, as she understands the phenomenal power of what this science is. As a doctor, normally we advocate a lot of exercises to our patients, like cardio kind of exercises like running, cycling, etc. 3 years back, before I met Yogi Ashwiniji, I was an enthusiastic cyclist. I used to cycle about 30 kilometers every day. I have even taken part in cycling 200-kilometer events. Now what was happening was I was cycling at full throttle, very fast paces. Just with that, I used to get that high, that thrill of covering so much distance in so much time. So what happened was I was doing things at a very high breath rate. Now let us see, if you analyze things, what was happening. I started aging very fast. I started losing hair, my hair started becoming grey also. So I couldn't understand what was happening. And the second thing was that I also joined a yoga institute there, and there they taught me Kapalbhati pranayam. Now they told me that this is a very powerful pranayam and this removes all the toxins from the body. So he said that you will have common cold for 48 hours. So I was happy. I started getting colds as he said. So he said that the colds are actually expelling the toxins from your body. So after 48 hours, the colds didn't go. It started coming once in 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks I was having very disturbing common colds. And here I am on one hand cycling regularly. That is what we advise to our patients to be healthy. I am doing the same thing, but still common colds were not leaving me at all. And I was very thin also, and aging was setting in very fast. I couldn't understand what was happening. Then I met Yogi Ashwiniji, and he explained the concept of how important the breath is. Now if you compare the breath rate of a dog and a tortoise and the lifespan. Now a dog breathes very fast, say about 60 breaths per minute, but the lifespan of a dog is only 12 to 15 years. Now a tortoise lives more than 100 years, but the tortoise breathes very slow. Its actions is very calm and very slow if you watch it very carefully. So the breath rate of a tortoise is just 2 per minute. So the inference what Yogi Ashwiniji gave me was, it's very obvious. I mean, the slower you breathe, aging is lesser. You retard the process of aging, the longevity is much more. The faster you breathe, the aging sets in much more faster. So we, by doing all these rapid breathing exercises, we are actually increasing the process of aging. You may have a thin waist, you may be thin, but the thing is that aging is setting in, because Newton's law says that every action has got an equal and opposite reaction. So whenever you breathe fast, more toxins, more metabolites are produced in your body, which accelerate the process of aging. Now as a doctor, I don't mean to say that cycling is bad or running is bad. That's not the message. The point is that whatever exercise you do it with an optimum level so that your breath rate is under complete control. So this is a very important thing what I learned from Yogi Ashwiniji regarding the concept of yoga, how important the breath is. Then I have had many other experiences, like from the concept of karma point of view, what Yogi ji explained. I have done certain experiments with certain patients. Now once I met a patient, he came with a tennis elbow to me. He's actually a Brahmin priest, and I am also from a staunch Brahmin family. All my ancestors were priests. So this person came with a elbow pain to me, and he said that, Dr. Saab, please give me some medicines. I told him I am not a physician, I am not an orthopedician. Tennis elbow is generally treated by an orthopedician. So he said that I have consulted many orthopedic doctors. So, he said it's not better. So, I told him that I will not give you any medicine, but I will suggest something to you, but don't ask me the logic behind it. So, he said, okay, tell me. I said, what you do is just go and feed some cows in your neighborhood. So, he looked at me perplexed. He said, what is the rationale in this? So, I said, there is no rationale, I told you, just do it, then we will see what happens. This was in Mangalore where I met him, because I knew him on a personal basis. Then I came back to Cochin and started my practice again, continued. After 8 months again I had to go to Mangalore, and this priest again met me and sat next to me and told me, doctor, the medicine what you gave was very good. So, I actually forgot about the whole incident. So, I asked him, what medicine? I didn't give you any medicine. He said, yeah, you asked to tell about you feeding cows, no? He said, yes. Yeah, I said, what happened? I was also curious to know what happened. So, then this person told me that actually there were no cows in my neighborhood, but the moment I started and tried to feed, suddenly out of the blues I saw so many cows, and I started feeding these cows regularly, and now I don't remember when the pain was. Now, tennis elbow is a very, very chronic condition. It is not a very easy condition to treat. It can be there in your, it can trouble you in your elbow for years and years together. Practically, it has no proper cure. So, this man, just by feeding cows, his ailment has vanished. So, this is what Yogi Ashwiniji always says, your problems are manifestations of your own karmas. Whatever disease you have, it is because of some past deeds or some bad deeds which you have done, by which this negativity is entered in your body and manifested as a disease. So, the simple thing is you do not need to see a guru for this, you just improve your karmas and the disease will vanish. So, these are all first hand practical experiences what I have seen after being with Yogi Ashwiniji. So, it is very simple as that. But today what happens is most of the people are in search of a gurus for their problems and personal ailments. Either it is a family problem, a business loss, or some incurable disease for which they search for a guru. Gurus are not meant for this. First of all, gurus are non-commercial. They don't want a big fan following club. They don't want people to come to them. They want only those people, sincere sadhaks, who want to go and seek the reality, not the unreality in which normal people we are living inside. So, these are the few experiences which I wanted to share with you.